Hello and welcome to our next episode of From the Helm live here at the Brisbane Resources Rising Stars Conference. I'm Grady Wolf, market analyst with Bell Direct, and I'm excited to be joined by someone I haven't spoken to before, Jeremy Robinson, Executive Chairman of Cosmos Exploration, a company exploring for lithium. Now, Jeremy, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you're exploring for lithium in Bolivia, an exciting part of the world. Tell us about the company for our investors who may not know or heard of Cosmos Exploration.
Certainly. Cosmos Exploration was set up as a spin-out of another company I'm involved in about 3 years ago. And has been actively looking for a company making acquisition, and we think we found it in the EAU acquisition with their partners Vulcan Technology. And we're pushing into Bolivia to exploit the world's largest known lithium resources. So we think if we take the Vulcan technology there, we'll have great success, and that's what we're working on at the moment.
Now tell us about why Bolivia, why you think the Bolivian assets and area is so strong for lithium.
Look, Bolivia sits in the lithium triangle alongside Chile and Argentina, which is the epicenter of lithium brine development. All the majors are there. They've been in Argentina and Chile for the last 20, 30 years. Bolivia, the companies haven't gone there yet. The Chinese and Russians have been there in small amounts, but very recently they've opened up a tender to Western companies. And EAU Lithium was successful ahead of 30 other companies. And when I heard about that, Cosmos went straight after EAU Lithium. There's 30% of the world's lithium resources there ready to be exploited and developed in conjunction with the government of Bolivia, and that's what we're trying to do.
Now, what's mining like in Bolivia? I know all jurisdictions are different and obviously weather plays an impact there. Tell us about what the mining is like on the ground there.
Bolivia, yes, look, it's not well known to Australian investors. Canadians have been active there for some time. It's been historically one of the world's largest producers of both tin and silver. And they've also had a natural gas industry for the last 10 to 15 years, and obviously they've seen the success of their neighbours in Chile and Argentina in lithium, and are keen to get it done. So look, it has all its uniqueness that all these countries do that you go to, but every interaction I've had with the government there has been very constructive and supportive of our ambitions.
Now, the deal and transaction you've just entered into involves technology from Vulcan Energy Resources, one of the biggest success stories in lithium last year in a depleted lithium price environment. Can you explain to us their involvement?
Yeah, look, that's right. Vulcan has been a great success story and something we hope to emulate here at Cosmos. Early doors, EAU identified Vulcan as a partner that they wanted to take into Bolivia with their DLE technology. DLE technology is essential in Bolivia and Bolivian brine specifically because of the high magnesium. Vulcan is a large shareholder in EAU Lithium and will become a large shareholder in Cosmos Exploration as part of this transaction. Very happy to have them.
Yeah, so EAU has just shipped brine samples for testing in Germany. Tell us what this involves.
Yeah, so Vulcan, as part of its history, has had many pilot plants. They're almost up to commercialisation at the moment, but I believe they've run about 2 or 3 versions of a pilot plant, testing their own brines from the Rhine Valley. As part of our technology testing agreement, we're shipping our brines from Bolivia that we've collected with the government there. They're halfway across the ocean to Germany at the moment, and we'll run through their pilot plants over the next couple of months to prove that the technology works. We've run it through simulations and we believe it will work, but we've got to prove it physically, and that's what we're doing at the moment.
Now, you're aiming for an industrialisation agreement by the middle of this year. Tell us what that means for the company and for the project moving forward.
Yeah, so the industrialisation agreement we're working on with YLB is critical to what we're trying to achieve. It's akin to a joint venture agreement as we'd understand it in Australia. We're working closely with the government at the moment to achieve this. We've got drafts in our inbox at the moment, which we're having translated into English, of course, and working with our advisors in country and banks to make sure they pass the bankable standard. And as part of that association agreement, that'll be the trigger that gets us our completion with EAU and our acquisition.
Now, why is Cosmos a compelling investment opportunity for investors right now, especially in a time where lithium's set to come back in the next few years?
Look, it's exactly for that reason. We're in the lithium doldrums at the moment, but we're still committed to the EV revolution. I think the EV story is intact. Stationary storage is coming, and these low lithium prices will encourage stationary storage to go after lithium as opposed to sodium and vanadium technologies. So we're super keen on lithium. We think we've got in the right time of the cycle. Everyone's investing in DLE, especially in brines, because they chase the bottom of the cash cost curve, and that's where we want to be. And we think it's a great time to be in. We've seen the success of Vulcan, They've still got a market cap of close to $1 billion, even in these depressed times, and with a market cap of 10 million, we think there's a lot of blue sky left in our stock to, chase what Vulcan have done. So.
Upside potential for Cosmos exploration. Jeremy, thank you for joining me today, and thank you for watching this episode of From the Helm.